Hey everybody, and welcome to the Griffin-Spalding Chamber of Commerce podcast. I'm Dylan Blassingame.
Jantavius Jones.
I'm Jen Stewart.
And I'm Allison Pollard.
Who are you, Allison?
I am the membership director for the Griffin-Spalding Chamber of Commerce, but in that title, I get to do all kinds of fun things like our social media, coordinate our events, and work with our awesome ambassadors.
Nice. They are pretty awesome.
I think
Agreed.
We should tell people what the podcast is about.
The purpose of the Chamber podcast is to keep the community informed about everything that's going on in town. We'll do features on local businesses. We have a blog. Not sure if everybody's been reading the blog, but you should read the blog. And we'll have some of those guests that we featured on the blog on the show as well.
Very excited that y'all are doing this. This is awesome.
Yeah, this is fun, and it's only going to get better each time we do it.
So can you share a little bit about yourself and how you got involved with the Chamber?
I would love to. So, my career actually started at Chick-fil-A here in town. I'm a local resident and customer service, and then also went to college and got a degree in business management, and so have always wanted to work with businesses. So my role here at the Chamber, I get to do both of those things. I get to practice customer service with our business owners and, of course, the community because we're located in the Welcome Center. And then also just helping to promote and be a cheerleader for our small business owners. So a lot of fun.
Nice. What is the Chamber of Commerce, Allison?
So the Chamber of Commerce is, it's, if I had to sum it up in one word, it would be connection. We want to connect our business owners, sole entrepreneurs, industry, banks, everyone that is trying to promote a product or themselves to each other through our networking, to resources such as the Small Business Development Center, and then to the community. We do that through an avenue of ways to try to help promote our small business owners. So the Chamber really is about connecting. And then depending on what you need in that connection is how we kind of direct you.
And you have ambassadors. That's correct, isn't it?
Yes.
And Dylan and Jantavius are co-chairs of the Ambassador Committee. Can you guys talk a little bit about what an ambassador does?
The ambassador group is, they like to call us the hands and feet of the organization. We help with events, help welcome new members, help find new members, and really just help the three awesome people that run the chamber wherever we can.
Yeah. Further our reach. Yep.
But it really is also just a group of friends that get to hang out during the work week and, go welcome all these new people to the family.
It is a great way to meet people in the community if you don't know a lot of folks, or if you're from out of town and you've recently moved to the area.
Yep.
I've been here 8 years, but I didn't grow up here, so it was hard to meet people, and this has been a great way to get engaged. So
Absolutely.
that's been
And
a lot of
also,
fun.
Jen is the ambassador sponsor this year.
Yes, the
true.
Vi group.
Yep.
That's been fun. I've had to do a lot of public speaking, which I really enjoy.
Yeah.
Jen, but the video, do you remember the video that we did for
I do.
Digging It Digital?
Yep.
It came up in my time feed the other day, and I was like, oh, I need to send this to her. It was so much fun.
That was really fun. And I still can do that stuff, too.
So, who can join the chamber?
Really, anyone can join the chamber, but we really recommend it maybe be a business that is established, so they're working with customers in some capacity. You don't have to have a brick and mortar building. You can be an entrepreneur and work from your home, but we really recommend that you're at the stage where you are looking for a business and your doors are kind of open, so to speak. Like you have your business license already, you have your business insurance, and you're actively looking for customers to use the service that you're offering. And so we have a tier or a range of different membership types. So just kind of depending on what it is that you're doing, as far as like if you're an entrepreneur, or if you have a business, as far as like a brick and mortar where people can come in and out the door and different things. And we're happy, of course, to talk to you about that and see what the best fit is for you. You can also go to our website and check out those descriptions. It's at griffinchamber.com, and you just go to membership and you can actually look at all of that information there as well.
Yes, along with a lot of helpful resources as well.
Yeah.
Why should businesses join the chamber?
We want, as I said, we want to help you get connected. So we can do that through a bunch of different ways. Jen mentioned kind of getting those connections as far as, getting plugged into the community meeting. A lot of key players for our community are also members of the chamber. So getting to meet them, and then you have the experience of business owners that have been in business 5, 10, 15, 20, 50, 70, 80 years that are also in the chamber, so you can connect with them as far as like a mentorship type of thing.
It's a really good way because 9 times out of 10 you couldn't just walk into an establishment and meet the owners to be able to pick their brains and get some insight on, running a business or minute questions you might have.
So like at our networking events, you're able to establish that relationship with somebody so that you can ask those type of questions. And so you have a face when you walk in the door that you already know, versus trying to walk into a business cold, like if you're kind of cold calling. Some of our businesses are business to business, and so it makes it a lot easier to get your foot through the door if you already know the person that's on the other side of that door through our networking events.
There's a lot of benefit to it.
Yes, and so then also as far as like when you're a business to consumer, then we have different ways to help you advertise what it is that you sell or that your service that you're offering.
Which a great way is the fundraisers that the chamber holds, because consumers partake in those. It's not just chamber members going to these things.
That is correct.
Like Cemetery Ramble and Taste of History.
Yep, those are open to the public. In fact, we would love for the public to come and see that, just because it's such a great learning experience about the history that happened here in Griffin.
Absolutely.
What other ways does the chamber benefit the community?
A lot of times we also try to advocate for our small business owners as far as different things that are happening in the community that might affect them. There have been a few things that we really have wanted to make sure our members were aware of and understood. And so a lot of times then we will make sure to get that information out to them in a timely manner for them to review. Whenever there's any kind of natural disasters such as the tornadoes, we really were very involved and plugged in and trying to coordinate efforts as far as resources for our residents. So there's a lot of different ways that we try to make sure that we're serving the community. But yeah, and our business owners at the same time.
Absolutely. And for anybody that may not know, is the chamber involved with like the government or like city or county?
That's a great question. Yes, and we get that all of the time. The chamber is actually managed by our members. We are a not-for-profit that is governed by a board of directors who answers to our membership, which is, y'all, I'm so excited, over 900 members. So we do not answer to the city or the county. We do partner with them, and we try to partner with them in a multitude of different ways. But at the end of the day, it is our members who govern what it is that the chamber does, what we interact in, what statements we make. A lot of times we will do surveys from to our members to get their input. So we listen to and look for feedback from our members, not from the city or the county.
And going off of that, it's not just the ambassador group that's involved with the chamber either. There's lots of other boards and committees and groups that you can be a part of and find what interests you to help
correct.
with. So
yeah,
lots of opportunity for involvement.
Can you tell us about some of the networking opportunities that are coming up in February?
Yes. So we have what we call our community calendar on our website. And not only does it have the networking events and the events that are put on by the chamber, but it also has the community events. So if you are ever looking for something to do, you just go to our website again, griffinchamber.com, go to the calendar, and you can filter it by community events or by chamber events. So if you're a chamber member and looking for what's going on, then you can choose that filter. But if you're somebody in the community, and that's another way that we try to help facilitate things in the community, is we host the community calendar. So the next thing that's coming up is our business after hours. That's typically the third Tuesday of every month. We have 75 to 125 people attend that are business owners. It's a lot of fun, unstructured networking, as we like to say. And this month we're going to be at Chronic.
Yes.
So they're celebrating a new showroom.
Oh, nice.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. So we'll get to see that.
Nice. Yeah, Business After Hours is a very fun, I'd say, laid back networking
It is.
event.
It's not uncomfortable. There's no weird, forced, socially awkward situations that they put you in. You just kind of go in, talk to people. And people do, when I first started going, I had to stand in the corner by myself, but everybody came up and talked to me and made me feel welcome.
Good.
A lot of the ambassadors, I know now we're doing that, but it really does help you to not feel super intimidated.
Yeah, the scariest one is always the first one. But once you go one time, you'll make your friends and have people that and it makes it easier to go up and start off with them, and then
Branch
like
out.
Jen was saying, everybody talks to everybody, so you'll branch off and meet more and more people the more you go. So
Yep.
let's see here. What about marketing and promotion? We already went over that with the marketing help on social media. Any business education and resources that y'all provide?
So I don't know if people realize this, but at the bottom of our website, we actually have a starting your business guide that has a lot of really cool information in it. There's a checklist, and it's for the city and the county, and it's downloadable. So you can download that and either print it out and kind of do your check marks off of it, or that's instant and you have access to it right away. We also are connected with the SBDC, Small Business Development Center, that's out of the Clayton State University. Richard actually comes down once a month. He is a consultant for any business owner in the state of Georgia. You don't have to be a chamber member to see him, but we understand that starting a business and then continuing your business can sometimes be challenging. And so he is a business consultant that can sit through and look at your business and give you some plans. I believe, John Tavius, you've been working with Richard, and you've enjoyed your experience?
Yep, met with them today's Friday. I met with them Wednesday. We went over some financial goals and stuff. Very helpful. I enjoyed it.
Would you you would recommend, I'm sure, for any business owner to go. He can help you with your business plan. He's a really great guy. So definitely would encourage you to check them out. And you do not have to, again, join the chamber to have access to that. And I do want to mention, while we're talking about starting a business, we actually have a small business summit coming up on March 4th. We're really, really excited. We've partnered with the city and the county to talk about the different regulations and ordinances that are required before you start your business, or if there's some information, you're a business owner that's been open for a year or less, and you've kind of missed some of the processes. Well, the people that you need to talk to will be sitting in that room. So we're really, really excited about that. And again, that's March 4th, and the details are on our calendar.
It's going to be a great event at the new historic Griffin Hotel.
That's correct. We're so excited to be able to use them.
So this is kind of an off-the-wall question. What is your favorite networking event that y'all put on through the chamber?
Well, it's not necessarily a networking event, but it's actually my ambassador meetings. Those are my favorite, just because it's such an awesome group of people, and the experience of just being in the room to see all of the connections that have happened, are happening, will happen, and how they have played out, and these people's lives is just absolutely an amazing experience. I look forward to it every single month. So it's not really necessarily a networking experience that everybody can attend unless they want to become an ambassador, but it is definitely. My second favorite would be Coffee and Connections. We're so
Nice.
excited.
And y'all are very accommodating now, because you offer the super early and then slightly less early option.
Yes, 7:30 or 8:30.
Yeah.
And we're doing 6 of those. Did y'all, Coffee and Connections turned 5?
Really?
January, yes.
That's
it's
awesome.
the 5th year. It feels like it just started, but it has been a very popular program, and we actually stole that idea from another chamber.
Imitation is the best form of flattery.
It is.
I will say, I really enjoy Coffee and Connections. I like how structured it is. It's really good if you're new to the chamber or you haven't gone to an event before.
It is
because
perfect.
it's so structured, you're going to leave there with 25 friends.
If you want to get to know people before you go to business after hours, that's the best way to do
Absolutely.
it. Do
Yep.
that, then do the business after hours, and you'll at least have familiar faces. 'Cause
Exactly.
most of the people who go to Coffee and Connections are regular established members.
Yes,
So
yes.
that's helpful.
We have a good mix of our regular established members and our brand new members. And I love that those two get to mix and mingle together.
Yeah.
And then, as Jen said, it's a great kind of feeder to go into business after
Yes.
hours. Yes.
And everybody's seems to be pretty good about trying to bring in new people to business after hours. You know, I swear every time I go, I see a new face, you know, here and there. So
That's what it's all about.
absolutely. Also, shameless plug: if you're interested in becoming an ambassador, please show up. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. So before we got off that topic, I had to throw that in there. Why should businesses attend, and how to make the most of the opportunities provided by the chamber?
Why should businesses attend?
Any chamber event.
Okay, so for us, we feel like your connections, those relationships, are going to be a tool that are going to help further you as far as, because it's twofold. One, you're getting to tell somebody about what it is that you offer. And then two, you're learning what somebody else does. And so you're connecting or collecting those people, I hate to say people, but what they do and the services that they offer. Because you never know. Dylan, you're walking into a hotel, they may need somebody to come clean their windows. But you just met Joe Smith, who cleans windows.
Exactly.
And you don't necessarily need him to clean your windows, but you know that you've heard really good things about him, and so you can refer him to the hotel to come clean their windows. So we really, and that's what, when I say connection, that's really how we're wanting it to happen. And then Dylan, I believe you're pest management. So at the hotel that you go in, you're cleaning, doing the thing that you do, and a customer says, oh, that y'all are always so clean, we never see any bugs, blah, blah, blah. Who do you use? Well, then the hotel is able to say, we use Dylan with, Flossing and Pest Management. And so then they're able, and because you do commercial and residential,
Absolutely,
correct?
yeah.
So you can do, they can call you up and you can go and do their home. But it's just really neat. You never know what services you're going to need.
That's what I was going to add is you may not need somebody's services right now, but down the road you may. And it
And you're
happens
going to
all
be like,
the time.
I know this person. I
Yeah.
have had a conversation with them. I know that their child is in school. I know that they have this cat or dog. I know that they love UGA or Auburn or, you get to learn those things when you're talking to them. And so it's just so much more of that personal relationship versus, XYZ in the phone book. And it's like, okay, eeny, meeny, miny, mo, which one am I going to go with? I don't know. So you have that personal relationship with them.
Absolutely. That's the most value that you get out of the chamber for sure.
Agreed. Well, you mentioned that Business After Hours in February is at Chronic, and in March?
I don't remember.
To be determined.
Yeah, I'm sorry. It's not.
Emerald Chandelier.
That is our we do a networking lunch.
My fault.
So that's something that's
We'll
coming
add
up.
that to the blooper reel. But tell us about what's going on at Emerald Chandelier, who's also on the blog this month.
So Emerald Chandelier, we're so excited. If y'all didn't know, we have an awesome tea room that she offers an amazing experience. Not only can you go and have tea, but you can also go and shop. We are really trying to support our local restaurants. So each month we pick a chamber member restaurant and we patronize them. This month we're going to Katarina's. Next month we're going to be doing Emerald Chandelier. And so that's the second Wednesday of every month where we get together and network and we just have a good time and talk. And so in March we're planning to visit the Emerald Chandelier. And as Jen said, we have an amazing blog post about who they are and what they do. And so definitely go check that out if you would like to learn a little
Which
bit more.
can be found on the chamber website.
GriffinChamber.com.
Absolutely.
We've done 2 blogs before this.
Yep.
This is the group that writes the blog
Yes.
as well.
Y'all done
And
an amazing job.
The
We got a
first one
couple
was
lined up as well.
the first one was Dan Wolf Games, which if you're not familiar with Dan Wolf Games, it's a great place to go hang out, play some games.
Absolutely.
And then the second one was Rage Away, our very own rage room here in Griffin. A lot of folks searching for places to let off some steam for sure. And so that's another really fun one. They have a cute story, and it's a great group that owns that, a family-owned business.
The business after hours in March is at the Georgia Banking Company.
Thank you.
They had a good one last year.
Yes, they did.
I'm excited for
Yes.
that. That's going to be great.
It will be.
Absolutely. And I think we touched on this in the beginning, but this is going to be a monthly podcast, and we're working on, it's not going to be the same cookie cutter episode each time. There'll be different topics, and we'll have different guests come in, but we'll still cover on the upcoming dates as well. So we'll still get that newsletter part out there.
So for those who don't want to go to the website and they just want to
Listen
in
Yeah.
while they get ready in the morning, that's what we're here for.
Love it.
Nice.
Well, Allison, thanks so much for coming. It was great to chat with you.
I always have so much fun chatting with y'all. Y'all are amazing people. So thank you for having me.
Nice. Well, this is the pilot episode of the Chamber Podcast. This is
Be
really
kind.
exciting. Yes.
It's our first time.
Hey, y'all get to say I know y'all win.
Yeah. Remember when we did the
Remember
first
when?
one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. Nice. But yes, be kind. It'll only get better from here.
Yeah.
Sky's the limit.
And special thanks to Terry Killingsworth for letting us borrow this room.
Yes.
Amen.
Thank you.
We have our very own studio.
A secret location. The
Yes,
secret
it's our
Chamber
secret studio. Yes.
Somewhere in Griffin.